Hey YouTube, Mike from Mike's channel here. I did a toolbox video of this toolbox before. LCCC Technologies attendance winner. It's a NAPA box. It's a box I received for absolutely nothing for being a good attendant person in school for my attendance. Only missed 2 days of school during the out-of-body program. That school is in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I am now in Colorado. Before I get too much into it, I'm not a big fan of how my voice sounds, like I probably said already. Um, People that know what I'm talking about probably know what I mean. So it's probably why they have so many videos out on YouTube for their tools that they just don't say much. But back here I got my flat blade or flathead screwdrivers. And you can barely see it. I'm working with what light I got here, guys. I'm sorry about the lighting. It is a terminal cleaning tool for batteries. Here's a long extendable magnet, and basically these are axle nut sockets right here. You barely see them. These four are inverted Torx. Those bits go to that black handle with the yellow top to it. Screwdriver, it's a ratcheting screwdriver. These are metric axle nut sockets. Standard half-inch black industrial tool, for whatever I need it for. 15 millimeter, that is power built. Majority of my stuff is power built and a mixture of other things. I do have some snap-on. I'm just not the biggest fan of snap-on because I heard they might be making them in Taiwan or China soon. There's a, you can barely see a T55 Torx. Those two half-inch small, or not medium but shallow sockets are Japanese made. Impact sockets is 18 and 19. These ones right here are Fuller Pro, Taiwan made. Not bad, they're good. Use them when I need them. These 12 point are deep well half-inch, which these are as well. Craftsman, good tools. Don't use them all that often. Here's a Campbell house filled 3-inch extension for air impact tool set I have. I just got it here for when I need an extra extension, and those are some reducers. Right here, these are 3/8 chrome drive deep well sockets. Right here are my snap-on 3/8 from 19 all the way down to 8. And there's some Craftsman ones. Those were all 3/8. Here's some half-inch Craftsman ones. This one that's separated from the other ones is high visibility 16 millimeter. These ones are laser etched. And these are standard and metric hex drive 3/8 sockets. This small swivel one here is power built. The big torque wrench is off-brand, Taiwan or Chinese made. It's a really good tool. I've been using it for many years. This is a 18-inch, I believe, long Craftsman swivel head. Some bolt extractors, don't use them all that much, but they work well. Craftsman universal joints. There's my snap-on 3/8 swivel head locking pliers, so the head will lock, of course. Here's a companion brand got through Sears. It's Taiwan made. Good ratchet. I just don't like how the head swivels without any effort. Here's a power built half-inch breaker bar. These two extensions right here, the ones next to the breaker bar, are from Harbor Freight. And here's a 20-inch 3/8 drive long Craftsman extension. These are my Phillips head screwdrivers. There's some that are US made, and mainly all my screwdrivers are US made. Back with this one, you can barely see it. These two at the very end are US made. First one back that you barely can see is Pro Mate, and then Master Mechanic. And there's Matco, Nesco, that's Taiwan made. This is a small task force through Home Depot. The bits are in the inside underneath the handle. Same with that one next to the Phillips head Matco. And then these ones, the red handle is another Pro Mate, US made. Master Mechanic, and next to the Phillips head Matco is another Master Mechanic. Those are US made. I do have this one box to show you. I also had this in my first video, just never showed you anything in it until now. It's been like a year since my first video, or well over a year. This is my second video, like I said. And in here I have some power belt quick disconnect tools. Underneath these, once I get them moved, these are my Cornwell picks. Lift them up, show you in better light. Those are my Cornwell picks. Spark tester right there. Some holding tools picked up through Sears. Use these for when I do brake jobs. Hold the calipers, or not the calipers, but the discs in place for the disc brakes. Power belt panel tool. Another power belt tool for when you take window cranks off. This is a door spring compression tool, or compressor tool for door springs. Got that through Cornwell. Get all this other stuff out of the way here. Power belt offsets, metric of course. Don't have too much use for standards. And just some other random things. Pliers drawer, pipe wrench back there. There's a long 90-degree. Some regular pliers back there. Those are Chinese made, Taiwan and Taiwan ones. Sorry, trying to still work with what light I got. I got a light on behind me, even though we're in the daylight right now. I'm in my garage, of course. This one is a wire looming tool. These are my snap-on pliers. This is a battery terminal wrench, Cornwell. Just some random other things here, if you can see it. Sorry, I'm working with what I can. Here are my zero offset, both box and snap-on wrenches. There's a 17, 15, 13, 10 right there. And I will show you this. There's the non-ratcheting end. Where my finger is where the ratcheting end is. Sorry, and if you see what's going on with my thumb here, I kind of cut into it with a table saw. I'll show you in a little bit. Thank God I didn't sever it. But these are Michigan Industrial Tool Stubby metric wrenches. Craftsman. Big set, 11 piece. Here's a Chinese made flare nut wrenches from, or standard, not from anything. It's made in China. Probably just mentioned that. Clinch wrench, Craftsman, of course. Oil filter wrench, Cornwell. These adjustable wrenches are from Harbor Freight, Team Mechanics, Crow's Feet. Alden brand ratcheting, U.S. patent, but made in Taiwan, and those are through Cornwell. These are Durabuilt ratcheting wrenches. So I'm going to get maybe a little better look at them. And those are metric. Those are made in Taiwan. These Craftsman Professional, U.S. made, of course. Multi-tools. Curve lock. Very unique wrenches. Got these from my grandma many Christmases ago. And they do work with, if you can see here, try to get through the light there. Yep, metric and standard sizes work really well. Haven't used them too much lately. And they're there for when I need them. Down here, this box underneath all of these, that's the electrical box. Campbell house filled, good 1/2-inch impact wrench. People say stuff from Walmart may not be the greatest, but I haven't had a complaint with this. Small mallet, big C-clamp, compression tester, brake tool. You get a better look at that. These tools right here, Master Mechanic, these ones are made in Taiwan. Good set. Actually one of my go-to sets. And I'll show you this over here. Work with footlight. Still, like I said, sorry if you can't see it too well. Try to do a panoramic view. Not working too well. Okay. Got a 1/4-inch click style torque wrench. That's from Harbor Freight. Impact driver. And those are lug nut extractor sockets. Blue Point, of course, made in the US. Some of the stuff for Blue Point is actually made in Taiwan. Here's an Evercraft NAPA Tool Cart. It's a 3-job pulling tool for whatever pulleys you need to pull with it. Lifetime warranty. I had to replace it once. All I needed was the receipt. Works really well. Once you have the receipt, you get it replaced for nothing, and I had to replace this tool once already. Craftsman standard set right there. You can barely see it, but there's a 4-pound sledgehammer, and right beside it, you can barely see it. So I move this, of course. There's a pickle fork and another pickle fork. Now on to my homemade tool chest. Something I made about 3 or 4 years ago. Works really well. Instead of Chinese standard wrenches, Chinese metric, and assortment of different ones. This one right here, 14mm gear wrench. Only gear wrench I have right now. Get the tools for what I need for when I work on my truck. Just random hammers. Box with snap ring pliers in it. I'm gonna pull it out right now. Some spade bits, some measuring tools, micrometer, and another measuring tool. Underneath this is a bench top set. It's my very first set I ever got or ever received. I had it since I was 9 or 10. Dent puller. And my fuel lines from my truck I need to put in yet. When my fuel line's holding up so far, I just got it for when I need to replace it. And here's just some random things, some air tools. Majority of my air tools are Campbell house filled. Work really well. Got one back here, 1/2 inch. It's a Ram Tools. It's something I got through when Cummins Tools with their truck was coming around. You don't see them too often anymore. There's a Power Mate air hammer. This is a tool shop cutoff wheel. Another Campbell house filled sander, orbital. Box of random things. Bag has my RTV sealants in it. Boxes have random other things back there. Not too much to mention. My evac, pop rivet tool, flywheel turning tool. The other side of my TBI fuel line. Hacksaw. Brake tool above or just underneath that, and underneath that is a CV boot joint tool. Bolts, nuts, ohm meter, some heat shrink, other random stuff. Household tools, hammers, saws, level. Underneath that there's a slap stapler, another pop rivet tool, Stanley. It's good tool, and a Black & Decker Sawzall. Other measuring tools. And in here is a bunch of random other things like right stuff, cleaning pads, clean tools. I got my other sets in here, air tools, tap and dies. This tool with the red sliding clip on it is a power built puller tool. I got the 1/4 inch heavy duty hand riveter. There's the Black & Decker battery charger. Have a rich reamer right behind that. That's NAPA Tool rotor or router tool. Different other things for areas that I didn't have place to fit, so I went here. And right there is the table saw that I cut my thumb on. Not going to do anything else with it until I get a guard made for the blade. And in here, wrapped up in all these different shop rigs, I guess, is where I keep my air powered grease gun and regular hand grease gun. Basically just drill bits there, and this box behind my mechanics or master mechanic tool set is drawer I'm not going to open. Not made the greatest, but it's got engine tools that you usually see in a machine shop. In here, not too much to write about, but show you some things. Head or ear protection, you know, tin snips, brazing rods, stuff for I'll buy use. Here's some brake tools and some feeler gauges. Basically all the stuff you need for that sort of thing. Engine overhauling, brakes, just that random thing. And that is about it. Thanks again for watching. This is Mike from Mike's channel. Have a good one.